Hello guys, in this video series we will be discussing about the AI features which are offered to us by Microsoft through Azure AI Services. So the first thing is that what is AI? Now most of the software system, most of the software products are trying to integrate the artificial intelligence and its corresponding capabilities with their services, with their products to do the value addition. Naturally, with the artificial intelligence, the services are more accessible, more interactive to the end user, provides great capabilities to the end user in accessing the data or retrieving the data from their from the software system, what they are interested in, as well as doing the object detection, document processing, and so forth, which generally needs a human intelligence. So what AI is doing here? So AI is a branch of the computer science which aims to create the machines and software capable of performing the tasks. Those are typically need only human intelligence. I'll give you an example. Let's say that you have the invoice, you receive the invoice from your service provider, and then you need to make the entry of that invoice in your system. So generally what you do is that you use Excel, or you might be having some software system for invoice management. So you will read that either handwritten invoice or probably the invoice which is printed, or maybe it's available in the form of PDF form. So it could be either handwritten, or it is the PDF file that you have received through the email, or probably it's a printout that you have received. And now what you want to do is that you want to process that invoice. For that you want to save it into your system. So you read the name of the service provider, his various tax details, the address and the type of services, the per day cost and total cost, and so forth. And then you expect that your software system make it recorded in your database. This needs a human activity over there, that's very true. But at the same time, what happens is that there are still some chances of errors. So now the artificial intelligence provides a capability where the human intelligence and the software system collaborate together with a seamless integration, where now you just submit the document. It could be handwritten document, it could be a printout, it could be a PDF that you have received through a mail attachment. You provide it to that system. There is a document intelligence configured with your software system which will extract the information from the document and directly send it to the database. It saves the time, and chances of errors can also be reduced, or I must say eliminated. I won't be wrong if I say that. So what does we require over here? We need some intelligent system set of algorithms which are used to train your software to understand the document, and understand the structure of the document, to have the capability of extracting every single detail and categorize it. We need such type of algorithm over there. Artificial intelligence offers this to us through machine learning, through the computer vision, through the document intelligence, and so forth. So here we do have the AI with its feature offering through machine learning, through the natural language processing over here, which allows to build a chatbot. So end user is asking the question, and from a huge data which is available on the server in whatever the format. It could be in the document format, or it could be in the form of some sort of a JSON files, or maybe in a database, and then end user is provided with the answer. So for example, let's say that there is the user of your software, and he wants to find out that what are the highest cost invoices or which customer have sent the high cost invoices. So he just want to query it. He doesn't have time to see every single invoice and check it. He just say that he just expect a kind of interface where he will put a query and then immediately all the highest invoices to be displayed, the name of those guys who raised the invoices and its amount. Now we need a really an intelligent system for that, which has been a chatbot interface with a very natural language that end user will just pass the simple English type of statement over there about that, okay, tell me the highest invoices, and then the system should understand it and then it send it back. You need this natural language processing. So AI has this offering. The next thing over here is that making use of the computer vision, which is the capability of the machine to interpret and understand visual information from in the form of an identify objects from videos as well as from photos. What is that particular object? It's a car, it's a building, it's a ground, okay, the person who is playing cricket, okay, and so on and so forth, right? So the vision, again, this needs a high capable set of algorithms configured with your software system. So AI offers that. Finally, the robotics with a machine that can perform the task and autonomously, right, with a less or absolutely zero human intervention. For example, building a robot which is self-capable of doing many activities. AI has this type of offering here. So as I mentioned before sometime, it's not a new field as such, but as a technical guy, maybe a product owner or the developer or an engineer, suppose now you are assigned a task to integrate this AI capabilities for your product. What tips you must follow, what you should do, that's very, very, very important. So as we know that like most of the systems, whatever that we build as of today, right, they are cloud enabled, they have capabilities to make a use of the cloud services, correct? Not only that, they use various cloud services for data store, for communication, for caching and so on and so forth. It's already there. So now, along with using these services, what if that cloud also provides us the great capability of accessing the AI services, right? That is definitely be the best thing. So here we have Microsoft Azure. Microsoft Azure offers wide range of AI services. The services are really useful for organizations and their developers to build intelligent software applications. And what could be this software application? So just before some time, I told you that using the document intelligence, making a use of computer vision, building a chatbot, and so on and so forth. So we have the listing over here, which is there in front of you. We have Azure OpenAI Services, the feature for building the software systems by accessing the language models for natural language processing, which helps to extract the or generate the text, summarization as well as translation. Azure AI Vision, which has the OCR capabilities, optical character recognition, which helps to detect objects, facial recognition. And another very powerful and very popular is the Azure AI Search, the enterprise search, high scale AI capabilities, AI power search capabilities for retrieving the relevant data, the contextual data, which is based upon some keyword. It will be searched across various documents or the huge data store and provide the most match answer to you. As I told you before some time, the highest paid invoices. These invoices could be there in any format, right? okay, and you want the or that end user who is probably the decision maker to make payment, he just want to send a query that, okay, tell me highest paid invoices, and I want that. Yes, so it's been done through the search. Then we have the Azure AI speech for speech to text, text to speech, the Azure AI language, right? Then we do have content safety. Yes, it's very important, right? Which is strictly monitoring the text and images, which is responsible to detect an offensive contents. Yes, it's very important, guys. So that's the offer. We have document intelligence as well as the translator. So we have these type of services offered by Azure AI, and then these are available to us through the simple HTTP based endpoints and the API authentication key. So your software system, which could be C#, Java, Python, right? This can directly make an HTTP call to these services, could get valid itself, and then access these services. That's the thing, that's the offering which has been given to us by Azure here. So in this video series, we are going to explore a couple of features here so that they will be useful. So let me take you to the portal here. Of course, you should have the Azure subscription. So I do have my own Azure subscription. You can very well apply for the free one, right, with some credit, or you can go for pay as you go. So whatever you use, you will be charged for that. And of course, you need a appropriate intelligence, or I should say the decision making thing to use this so that your bill can be reduced. So we do have many set of offerings over here. These are a pretty conventional set of services, right? So if you are already having the knowledge of Microsoft Azure, you must be knowing that. So all these things are there, but we do have Azure AI Services here. So you can click on that, and then you will get an Azure AI Services. This is what that we have. And then the next thing is that, like, you can basically click on create here to create your own AI service. Okay, and then this basically helps us to make access of the speech, vision, language, translator, whatever that you want to access it from the Azure AI offerings with the help of course, the API key. So here I'm selecting the subscription, the resource group, right? So resource group, if you are already, as I told you, if you are already knowing the Azure, you are aware of this resource group. So I do have my resource group over here. I'm selecting that. It's a logical group or container for my resources. And then selecting the region. It is highly important for you to select the region properly over there. Now, with respect to the AI, we have the Azure AI Search. It's available in multiple regions, including East US, West Europe, Southeast Asia, and most of them. Right? You can actually go to Microsoft documentation to get the latest information of that. Okay. Then Azure AI Vision is also available across everywhere. Now I'm selecting here East US. I'm giving the name over here, that is the say, let me have here MS AI info and pricing tag. This is very important for you to go for the pricing tag. Okay, this is going to help you in controlling, of course, your bill. And yes, there is a cost management also available. You can go for the cost management service, and you can basically control your budget. You can do that. Okay, so that's very important. Otherwise, you will end up getting a huge bill. Naturally, cloud is not complimentary. It's not free. It's so powerful, but at the same time, it is been chargeable over there. Okay, so the thing is that, like, you can go for the standard tier over here. So I'm gonna make a use of the S0 right here, okay, as it is. So let me just select that. So this is basically the most cost effective option for users, those who need to access the AI capability without requiring high level of throughput or performance. It's standard on demand, pay as you. So whatever the like input output tokens, those are involved in your communication. Token is basically those query parts. Okay, I'll talk about that. So whatever the token size is, based upon that or the number of tokens, you will be charged on that. Then we have provision, batch API, okay, and all that. So the standard S0 pricing tier has the default rate limit of 450,000 tokens per minute with a global standard deployment. So we will talk about that right in the next forthcoming videos. Right. So it's there. Then of course you can actually get the details of the pricing over here. Yes, you have to be careful with this, as I told you. Okay, so this page is dedicated to that. You can very well go at details of that and you can get the corresponding information. Right. So here it says that to detect and mitigate harmful use of Azure OpenAI services, Microsoft logs the content you send to the completion and image generation API as well as the content it sent back. So basically there is a great content filter available which will actually take care of whatever that you send to the services. Okay, I'm gonna say next here. If when you want to use this in your application, you will have to basically make sure that select all network including the internet, all networks including the internet can access this resource. So your public facing applications will be able to access it, but otherwise based upon the scope of your application and the service access, you can decide it. You can go for particular selected network where you can provide the configuration of your virtual network. You can also disable the whole thing and then you can make this as a complete private endpoint. Okay, so right now I'm going to make this as all network. I'll click on next. Let's keep this tag as it is over here and then it will keep on validating it. There is a free tier also available, but since in my case it's already over, so I'm getting the standard one directly here and then let me create it. So this is going to create the service over here. Okay. And once I do that, then I can start making a use of it in the application. So in the next videos, we will be talking about it. Of course, we will be talking about some of the other features over there, which are the great offerings from Microsoft Azure for AI, for example, Cloud Foundry and rest of the things. Okay, so have patience, guys. Thank you.